poison!
Poison! Run!
Na poison! Jesus, so everybody come out there.
She do am. Na she do am.
Me!
After you don dey carry my customers go, you dey mad.
Before sunset, one of una go come out for this street forever.
But nobody in that village knew the real enemy was standing right between them. If you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe and turn on that post notification for many more beautiful stories. In the small village of Aroko, there were two sisters everybody knows. Not because they were rich, not because they were kind, but because they fought every single day like two hungry cats inside one bag. The older sister was Mama Bisi. She sold amala and ewedu. The younger sister was Sade. She sold akara, pap, and fried yam. And somehow, these two sisters decided to sell food directly opposite each other on the same street. Every morning, before the sun even came out properly, their daily war would begin. If one swept aside of the road, the other would purposely pour dirty right where she swept. If one greeted customers nicely, the other would immediately shout louder. Even children stopped watching football in the evenings. They preferred watching the sisters insult themselves because honestly, it was more entertaining. One morning, a traveler entered the village. The man looked rich, very rich. Big belly, gold wristwatch, expensive sandals. Immediately, both sisters sat up straight, like students when a teacher enters a class. Mama Bisi smiled first. "Welcome, sir. Come and taste the best amala in the entire village." Sade pushed her sister. "Sir, abeg, don't listen to her. Her soup is so salty. One goat nearly fainted last week." Mama Bisi gasped dramatically. "At least my food no hard like stone. Your akara fit break somebody's teeth." Customers nearby were already laughing. The traveler himself almost choked from laughing too much. Then, he finally bought food from both sisters. Peace lasted for exactly 2 minutes. Because, while eating, the traveler accidentally said, "The younger sister actually cooks better." Silence. Complete silence. Even birds seemed to stop singing. Mama Bisi slowly turned her head. That statement entered her chest like spear. Sade smiled proudly and adjusted her scarf. But that was the worst mistake of her life. Because Mama Bisi did not forgive easily. That night, while everybody slept, Mama Bisi quietly sneaked towards Sade's cooking area. She looked left, looked right, then slowly poured extra pepper inside Sade's akara mixture. And the next morning, disaster arrived early. The first customer bought akara happily. The second, he bit into it. His eyes widened immediately. Tears burst out like waterfall. The man started jumping around the road, shouting, "Water! Water! Jesus is Lord!" Another customer tried one. Same result. One old woman removed her hair tie and started fanning her tongue. Children rolled on the floor, laughing so hard. Sade was completely confused until she looked across the road and saw Mama Bisi smiling. Small wicked smile. That was when Sade knew war had officially started. Sade decided not to react immediately. No, revenge is sweeter when served calmly. The next morning, before sunrise, she quietly untied Mama Bisi's stubborn goat. That goat was already a criminal by itself. The moment freedom touched its soul, chaos began. The goat entered Mama Bisi's cooking area, ate vegetables, kicked over pepper baskets, then somehow carried a cooking spoon around its neck while running through the market. People chased it everywhere. One woman fell inside tomatoes. Another man shouted, "Catch am! This goat don't chop my plantain." Even the village chief nearly slipped while trying to avoid the animal. When Mama Bisi returned and saw the destruction, she screamed so loudly that birds flew out of the trees. And immediately, she knew who was responsible. Sade. From across the street, Sade smiled peacefully while frying akara. But the funny thing was, these sisters were not always enemies. Long ago, when they were children, everybody in the village used to admire them. They cooked together beside their mother. They sewed together, ate together, laughed together. If one person insulted one sister, the other would fight immediately. They were inseparable until their mother died suddenly. After that, life became hard. Money became a problem, and little by little, love turned into competition. Competition turned into jealousy, and jealousy slowly became hatred. Now, they couldn't even greet each other normally again. Even during village meetings, they sat far apart like strangers. But deep down, both sisters secretly missed the old days. Neither of them would ever admit it. Then one afternoon, everything changed. A beautiful woman arrived in the village. Nobody knew where she came from. Nobody even knew her real name. But within 2 days, she opened a brand new food stand directly between the two sisters. And this woman was smart, very smart. Her stand looked cleaner, her umbrella was brighter, she wore expensive perfume, even her plate shined like mirror. Suddenly, everybody rushed to buy from her. Customers stopped going to the sisters completely. Mama Bisi sat quietly one afternoon, staring at empty pots. Across the road, Sade also sat silently. For the first time in years, neither of them had strength to insult the other. Finally, Sade spoke. "She don't collect all our customers." Mama Bisi sighed. Small silence. Then Mama Bisi added, "But her still no sweet past my own." Sade rolled her eyes. "This woman, you no go kill me." But after some days, strange things started happening. People who ate from the new woman's stand suddenly developed stomach problems. One man ran into the bush 4 times in one afternoon. Another customer fainted beside a well. Rumors started spreading across the village. Some people whispered that the woman was using jazz. Others said that she was cursed. But one night, Sade accidentally discovered the truth. She had gone to fetch water late in the evening when she saw the new woman near the river. The woman was washing rotten meat inside dirty water. Sade froze immediately. Then she watched the woman mix strange powder into soup ingredients. And the woman laughed quietly to herself. Soon, everybody in this village would depend on me, she said. Sade ran all the way, home in fear. The next morning, she told Mama Bisi everything. Mama Bisi refused to believe her. Until later that evening, when both sisters secretly watched the woman adding the powder again. That was when fear entered both of them. Because market day was coming, and on market day, half the village would eat from that stand. Market day arrived. The entire street was full. People shouting, goats gasping, children running everywhere. The new woman's stand became crowded immediately. Customers lined up everywhere. Then slowly, the disaster began. One customer suddenly grabbed his stomach. Another person started vomiting. A woman fainted near the road. Within minutes, the entire market became chaos. People were shouting everywhere. Help! Water! What is happening? And before anyone could react properly, the new woman disappeared. She ran away. At that moment, the sisters looked at each other. No insults, no pride, just understanding. Immediately, they started cooking. Mama Bisi prepared fresh soup quickly. Sade fried akara non-stop. For hours, they worked together side by side, feeding sick villagers and helping people recover. Nobody even noticed when the sisters stopped acting like enemies. Because for the first time in years, they moved like family again, like the little girls they used to be. Later that evening, village elders finally caught the strange woman while she was trying to escape. And eventually, she confessed. She had been chased away from another town for selling spoiled food. Her plan was simple: destroy competition, take over the food business, and raise prices after everybody depended on her. The village became furious immediately. She was driven out before sunrise. Then the village elder turned towards the two sisters. The stranger almost destroyed this village because two sisters were too busy fighting each other. Silence filled the street. Those words hit deeply. Mama Bisi slowly looked at Sade. Sade looked down at first. Then suddenly, she asked, "You really put pepper inside my akara that day, Abi?" Mama Bisi tried to stay serious, but she started laughing. Then Sade also laughed. And before long, both sisters were laughing so hard that tears entered their eyes. The villagers stared in shock because nobody could remember the last time they saw these two laugh together. Weeks later, everything changed. The sisters combined their businesses together under one large shed. One side sold amala, the other side sold akara and fried yam. Customers returned faster than ever, and surprisingly, business became even better than before. But even though peace had returned, the insults never completely stopped. One afternoon, Mama Bisi shouted, "Don't burn the akara again. Sade replied immediately, "Face your watery soup, Mama." Customers burst into laughter. But this time, it sounded different. Not hatred, family. As the sun slowly set across the village, the sisters served food side by side while people laughed around them. And for the first time in many years, that street finally felt complete again. See, jealousy can divide even the people who love each other the most. Sometimes, the person you are fighting is not the real enemy. And when family stands together, it becomes difficult for outsiders to destroy them. So, just before closing shop that very evening, a strange man wearing black glasses stopped in front of their stand. He tasted the food slowly, smiled, then quietly said, "So, I finally found the two sisters." They both laughed. So once again, kindly subscribe for many more beautiful stories like this. Bye for now.